And here we're coming in though with the Super Witch Smash, and you're starting out with that Grand Warden using that pet, the owl over here in the southwestern side of the base, trying to funnel some things down, setting up that entrance for those Super Witches to get themselves deep inside of the base. They're going to continuously spawn those big boys. We've mentioned it before, Eric, that the ground meta is not quite as strong as the air meta at this point in time. So I'm actually a little bit happy here to see some ground attacks coming on in right here with those Super Witches.
One of the difficult things he's going to have to overcome here is that Ground Expo locked onto his Warden. Whenever a Warden walks into Ground Expo locks onto the Warden, its long range can make it difficult for the healers to transfer, but he will freeze it up there to make so that it does transfer off. But no, it locks it right back onto the Warden, and that is going to be a little bit of a problem here. That might force an early Warden build. He's going to freeze it again to try to protect this Grand Warden and continue pushing into the base. But the King has done a good job of funneling the Log Launcher, open up the base here, and the Expo picks right back up on the Warden. He freezes it a third time here, trying to keep this damage off the Warden, and it finally picks up onto something else here, Echo.
Yeah, but he did have to use that Warden ability, although he was going to probably use it at that point in time anyway. But 3 freeze spells on that bow. Nice placement of that Expo. Eric has to be happy about this base build so far, but let's see if it can hold off for the rest of the attack, because these big boys are storming into the center of the base with some power. You have those witches going to continuously spawn more of them, and look at this, the champion on the eastern side of the base doing some serious damage to that scatter shot that's hanging out behind that gold storage, and she's going to make her way up. But now into this center portion of the base, there is a lot going on. Love the use of the freeze spell right there. That is the last spell in the composition, but with a queen and with a champion abilities in the back pocket, things are looking pretty good now. Plus there's more Super Witches, queens being healed up. There's not a lot of base left here, Eric. There's plenty of time, and 2 hero abilities. It looks like Nick out of volume 0 quite possibly is going to have the first 3-star here of the night.
Yeah, that was really, really nice there. And he had that backup jump there. If that Log Launcher went down early and it didn't actually open up the walls and he could have used that to jump to the Town Hall, he ended up using it to get out of the compartment, save him on time. But we expect Space Station Gaming to do really, really well here. They tend to do really, really well, and they're going to be kicking us off here. Looks like a Blizzard Lalo with a handful of rocket balloons, but I've been impressed here with Shell Supreme. We saw them, we saw some of their members play in Season 3 Grand Finals in Atlanta, on stage there at DreamHack Atlanta, and they definitely put up a good fight there all season long there, and I'm excited to see their new mix of the roster here, and we'll see how they do this one here. It's, they're going to start on a fun defense as Nick comes in and tries to bomb out this Town Hall.
Yeah, there was a giant bomb as that blimp went in, but it looks like the Town Hall does end up falling, and those Super Wizards are getting their value. Nick out of SSG, like you mentioned, coming in with that Blizzard Lalo. So far, things are going pretty well. You have the wall break right here. The King is going to be able to get himself into that compartment and take out that both champion and scattershot. You also have that queen supporting as well. Notice the champion over there in the east. So literally all 3 heroes, or 3 of the 4 heroes, I should say, moving into this base together, really being able to funnel some things down. Got that clan castle lore, which is a few headhunters, and that lava hound. Gonna stall them up there for a minute, but they are safe where they are, so it's not a bad position for them to be in as that lava hound decides to move away the other direction. No. What is going on right there?
The Lava Hound chased the King's Barbarians as they left the base and dragged the heroes down to the bottom corner. It's honestly okay. He can still work with that. He will pick up some additional value down there. The Queen and the RC will continue working their way all around to the air defense, and he can pop the ability, take out some of the battle abilities. He still took out a nice section of the base, and here comes the rocket balloons to surge their way ahead of that Hound as they cross through to push for this enemy Queen. Now, this multi-infer in the middle base here is going to be a little bit of a problem. We'll see how he handles that, as he doesn't have, I guess he has decent pathing into it, but it's still looking pretty good here overall here, Echo.
It could be worse. He's got the haste, he's got 2 free spells, plus the Grand Warden's ability being popped right there. The defending queen is still up. Now, I actually didn't mind the queen going down below. She's getting so much value as she continues her way around. She's going to be able to clean up the rest of the space. Balloons are there on that multi-target Inferno, shutting it down. The one thing that you were a little bit worried about here, and Eric, that is all of the defenses. They are gone from this base. It's cleanup time with 45 seconds left, and a queen's ability to swag, but that's not even needed because the queen is at full health. Thank you to her pet. Here we go. Here we go. Things are going.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's happening. What you mentioned right there, rage spell, skeleton spells. That's only 2 skeleton spells, but they are under rage. Is that going to be enough? It looks like it very well may. Taking down the scatter shot. What? That's cool.
But he messed up the invisibility, and he accidentally made the CC itself invisible. And oh, they get it! Are you kidding me? They survived with just enough, and he got the value even with the mistake here. He's still in business here, Echo.
These skeletons have shields. They should call it the guard spell nowadays, man. They never switched the name, although they changed up those skeleton spells a ways back. Here comes the queen with some balloons in front, taking down defenses, gonna go clutch that town hall. Really, you mentioned it, Eric, that they got a little bit lucky, but actually there were quite a few guards left over after that that clan castle did go down. Queen got some good value there as well, taking down the town hall, and she's gonna fade right now, though. Not get much more than that town hall. And now we have the king with the champion going into that eagle compartment.
Yeah, she got more than enough value right there. Just grabbed out the town hall without the support of any other heroes in the area, freeing up the king and the RC, which tend to have a lot of synergy together. They can go and work their way through a lot of defenses there with the king tanking and just giving that RC so much more value. And if the Yak survives here and is able to help him get through that next wall, that's just additional value that he can get out of this king here and keep this RC moving. If she goes all the way through and takes out that multi-inferno, then this is going to be one of the easiest lalos that he's ever going to have to do here. This is set up absolutely superb here, and he just needs to worry about the warden timing with the headhunters to go get this enemy queen. But look at that, he didn't get the multi, so it's still going to be a problem on the backside.
He didn't,
be
but
as easy as I thought.
What's inside of that stone slammer? I see the headhunters coming in right now. Do you think he has some type of something to deal with the queen if he ever needs to? That's not that the stone slammer is going to go down, because he's not going to auto pop it. He's going to let that do some damage along the way, acting as a big tank. But look at this scatter shot. It's going to do damage to these balloons there in front of that stone slammer, but he's freezing with everything that he has. 2 more haste spells left in his back pocket. This is looking pretty nice here, Eric, as the stone slammer still stands. 43 seconds left on the clock as well. If it goes down now, it'll still clear out this compartment with whatever's inside. And it looks like there are a bunch more balloons in there and a dragon rider. This is looking like it's very good potential for a 3-star, which is going to give a 1-star advantage to Soft Shell Supreme.
Absolutely brilliant here from Chase. And with 19 seconds left to go, looks like, just an air defense at the bottom. The board is charging. A black mine goes off, but that's going to clear the way here for the owl and the dragon rider to swoop down there and take it. But look at this. He's got the clean up in the top corner, just fighting the clock, but looks like he is going to make it through. Another black mine goes off. Oh, hold on.
The last second.
Yes!
Teams that are part of the Space Station family did lose tonight. So Lost Meta are going to try and switch things up right now as they come in with a, look at this. They have the bats are part of this one. So you have dragons, you have dragon riders, and you have bat spells. So it's a dragon rider, dragon bat attack.
Skybrid bat is what I'd call this. But, I mean, you think about dragons, they can be used with bats already, so it makes sense. It's a natural transition for this one to the strategy to evolve. But if you can get the dragon riders into the core of the base here with the dragons, and they work together here with the ward ability to protect them as they go through the threats that can actually take dragon riders out, like the queen and the CC, then they can clear out a nice section of base here, take out a lot of the splash damage, and then get ready for bats on the backside. He has that blimp land on the town hall, but it is taking some mortar shots over this. Some spring traps going off, and these sneak goblins are in fact able to take it down. Now, what do we got left for splash damage in the base here? Looks like the bottom is pretty much cleared up to the queen. She's able to get to that wizard tower. The dragon riders and the dragons make it through to the wizard tower in the middle there, and the RC will come in for the back one. So all the splash damage on the base here is dealt with, and he's looking pretty good here. I think the bats alone can take out the majority of the rest of the base here, as long as they don't get an eagle strike hitting them.
Yeah, but look at the champion. The champion's still up with a tiny sliver of health left. Nice job with the free spell on top of that eagle. The bats are going to get some massive value as they make their way through, but that champion did not go down. The Grand Warden, is he going to help out, or is he just going to sit back and watch? Queen's trying to pop through that wall. Plenty of time left here. Queen's ability was used. The Grand Warden's going to start working on some storages. Looks like the final defenses are going down, and that's going to be, this is going to be a 3-star.
Oh yeah, he's got so much time left. These dragons with the bats is like when we looked at the stats of the attacks that have been used so far in the ESL Mobile Challenge season, and Drag Bat was at the top of the list, and the new variation of Skybrid Bat is a very strong variation of that one. They both are similarly effective, but I do like it if you can keep the Dragon Riders protected as they work their way in the base.
In this one here, there's no bats. There's just 4 Dragon Riders, 4 balloons, a bunch of sneaky goblins. So I would, again, anticipate a pretty big value out of this charge to only have 4 dragons to work with afterward.
I mean, you've got his 4 Dragon Riders still have a pretty decent amount of punch. Like, we're seeing 4 to 6 Dragon Riders for this Queen Charge Dragon Rider attacks. But where he sacrificed a Dragon Rider, he picked up a Yeti, which was used to funnel the King in, and the King is going to be able to go in here and get this Town Hall down, unless these Super Minions have something to say about it here. He's taking Eagle Strikes here, he'll pop his King ability there, and he'll try to push to this Town Hall, and he does, in fact, take it down, even with the Super Minions, the Town Hall damage, and the Eagle Strikes all raining down on top of him.
Oh, the King can take a lot of damage. He's a pretty big boy. Now the Queen's going to shut down those Super Minions right there, which is nice, and the attack can commence as the Queen's going to be distracting that scatter shot, and you have the Stone Slammer sneaking in behind, which is really nice to take down the scatter.
So much damage on the Queen.
Yes, Queen's taking a lot for sure.
Queen.
But the scatter shot was able to sneak. I mean, the Stone Slammer was able to sneak on in, grab that scatter, and now we have these Dragon Riders popping on through with quite a bit of balloons. Because honestly, the Stone Slammer dropped a bunch of balloons as well to support those Dragon Riders. Grand Warden's ability was used. Champion is not yet in the base. She could be dropped down below. Scatter shot's dropped again.
So
there she
crushed.
goes. Wow. She was in the base. She was hiding underneath all those balloons. I didn't see her.
Like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes they go into these bases and these Dragon Riders just feel absolutely invincible. Other times they just get absolutely shut down. But this one is just destroyed. Like, where were the defenses to stop these troops? It feels like nothing died here. This is a slaughter out here, and this is going to put Happy Endings back into a position where they can come back in this war here, Echo.